2 minutes.
No, we're live right now.
We go live in 2 minutes.
No, we are live streaming.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The cameras are on. We are live.
So, like, we're live right now. Welcome to the Mid-Afternoon News Channel, where we cover everything that's happened since the morning news ended. I am your anchor, Andrew Cole, and today's main topic is the new discussions in the People's Republic of Davistan to increase trade tariffs on diamonds being exported to the United Kingdom. Our analyst, Andrew Cole, has prepared a presentation on the matter and how increased tariffs could positively impact the growth rate and development of Davistan. Take it away, Drew.
The People's Republic of Davistan, or PRD as it is more commonly known, is a South African nation that is heavily influenced by the United Kingdom. The nation sits on a large reserve of diamonds that makes up the largest portion of the formal economy. Informally, many of the underpaid workers try to smuggle the diamonds out for a cheap buck on the black market, which is why the UK employs its own law enforcement to protect the mining sites. PRD is still developing, so the few technological advancements the country has are to more efficiently extract diamonds and to export them safely. The GDP of the People's Republic of Davistan is roughly $11 billion, while the GNP is roughly $8.5 billion. The difference between the two is due to the large number of guest workers that migrate to work in the $2.5 billion diamond industry. The dependency ratio in PRD is 52.2%. However, the elderly dependency ratio is a lot lower than the youth dependency ratio. As you can see in the population pyramid, majority of the incoming guest workers are male between the ages of 10 and 44. PRD's population statistics are as follows. The crude birth rate is 36.215 because parents need a lot of children to make a reasonable household income. The crude death rate is 8.531 due to the lack of accessible healthcare. And the current rate of natural increase is 2.768% because of the high CBR needed for manual labor. The People's Republic of Davistan is currently in Stage 2 of the modernization model, also known as precondition to takeoff. The nation used to be a sparsely populated dry desert until Great Britain began occupying upon the discovery of diamonds. PRD is now exploited for its extractive industry. As previously stated, the United Kingdom has been a major influence on PRD's development while exploiting it for its main resource. All previous leaders of PRD who have tried to increase diamond tariffs or increase worker wages have been assassinated or gone missing, so the current leader, Davy III, made a brave choice to begin discussions about increasing tariffs. Up until this point in time, though, the inability to fight back against the normalized extortion has made it impossible to develop past its primate city, New Birmingham. For many years, the People's Republic of Davistan remained completely untouched and undeveloped. Even while neighboring countries became imperialized and started to use more formal currencies, the Davy royal family did not budge because civilizations were far and in between. Once diamonds were discovered, however, the UK instantly swept up the struggling country. Since PRD is not in the EU, they do not use the euro. Majority of the transactions in New Birmingham are trades due to the low incomes, but PRD has an official coin-based currency. Originally helping PRD develop, the UK cornered the market for diamonds, but then slowly began to lower purchasing prices. No other country wanted to buy diamonds in bulk, so PRD had no choice but to comply with the new prices. Dependency theory negatively impacts PRD because it is being extorted for its resources by a primary country. In terms of the world systems theory, the People's Republic of Davistan is currently a periphery country. It does not showcase any properties of a core country due to its low literacy rates, low medical availability, low wages, and unstable economy. PRD is in Stage 2 of the demographic transition model. The population is rising and death rate is slowly falling, but the birth rate has still yet to decline. The People's Republic of Davistan has a hard time developing because barely any of the diamond profits actually circulate back to the country and its citizens. The discussions that started today about increasing the tariffs on the diamond trade would help more of the money reach the developing country instead of the UK. When the United Kingdom first bought from PRD, they required few government policies to be set into place, so New Birmingham was turned into an EPZ. Although the EPZ helped secure the original business deal with the UK, it has now come back to bite PRD because employees work in harsh conditions and receive very low wages. PRD is set on very unarable land, so it is forced to import food. If the agricultural industry was to develop, it would be at the cost of chemicals and excess water. This pollution and waste of water would negatively impact the environment. Tourism does not have a huge impact on the People's Republic of Davistan. The bulk of tourists that visit PRD take safari trips through the desert to witness exotic wildlife. This does help bring in a tiny amount of money, but it also causes wildlife to be disrupted. The first government policy that is set in place at the new Birmingham EPZ lowers the national minimum hourly wage from roughly $5 to almost $2. The second government policy removes all working restrictions. In New Birmingham, there is no maximum amount of weekly working hours, no overtime pay, and no safety regulations. New Birmingham is the People's Republic of Davistan's only island of development. It is not only responsible for PRD's $2.5 billion diamond industry, but it also attracts hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of foreign guest workers. Even though having an island of development is bad for PRD as a whole, it puts the country on the map and provides some sort of foreign investment. One way the Davy royal family could help spread the development outside of New Birmingham would be providing infrastructure. Majority of PRD citizens make low wages, so they live in shanty towns around New Birmingham. But if the royal family invested a bit of money into building small communities throughout the country and provided tax breaks for foreign companies in certain areas, the People's Republic of Davistan could develop as a whole. For the People's Republic of Davistan to continue developing, it is instrumental for tariffs to be implemented on the diamond exports. If the royal family does decide to make changes to the tariffs, provide government infrastructure, and company tax breaks, PRD could definitely expect to be a semi-periphery country very soon. For the growth of PRD, it is also important to focus on social reform. Most of the country is illiterate, and women have little to no opportunities to find work outside of the house. The royal family needs to invest money into education, healthcare, and promote gender equality. If these changes are considered and made within 50 years, PRD could lower death and birth rates, increase working and living conditions, and create a more diverse economy that is not just focused on the diamond industry.